Hey, how's it going guys? Chris here, and in today's Hardline Weapon Guide I'm going to be going over all that useful stuff on the R700 LTR sniper rifle. So being a sniper rifle is exclusive to the professional class. This one can only be used by the police without a weapon license, and if you're willing to splash the cash, it'll cost you a hefty $48,000. Okay, time for some stats then. Without attachments, the R700 has a maximum damage of 100 which starts to drop off at about 12.5 meters. This gradually decreases over distance until 100 meters away where the minimum damage of 59 is dealt. This is an identical damage model to what the AWM sniper rifle also has. So that basically means up to 12.5 meters it should drop another player in one shot. But beyond this, to kill someone with full health, it'll take 2 shots. Now if the player is already wounded, then the R700 could still kill in one shot, depending on how wounded the other guy is. And of course extra damage will be dealt with those carefully aimed headshots, which should kill your enemy most of the time. The gun fires at 51 RPM, so it's a bit faster than the AWM, meaning you'll be able to get back down your sights quicker to deal them follow-up shots, though it's not quite as fast as the Scout Elite. It's got a muzzle velocity of 480 meters per second, putting it on par with the Knockout, meaning it's got one of the slower muzzle velocities of all the sniper rifles. And this might mean that it'll take a bit more prediction when it comes down to following and tracing your target's movements. Because the gun's muzzle velocity is lower, you might need to aim slightly ahead of them if they're running in a specific direction, just so you've allowed enough time for your bullet to reach wherever you're aiming at. The R700 has a bullet drop speed of 9.81 meters per second, so it's not going to drop as much as the Scout Elite, making it an easier gun to use at longer ranges. Though you still might have to aim high if you plan on headshotting someone perched across the map. The recoil of the R700 is quite simple. It's got a vertical jump of 0.5 and a 0 left or rightwards recoil after every shot. Your gun is just going to pop upwards without flying all over the screen. Although recoil isn't really a huge important factor with long range snipers, because it's low and predictable you might be able to get back on your target easier to deal that final blow. In the R700's magazine you'll find yourself just 6 bullets, so enough to take out 3 enemies with full health provided every shot hits. And you'll start with a total of 42 rounds. When you reload the gun without any bullets left, it'll take about 4.3 seconds, so the same as the Scout Elite. But with bullets left, it'll be a bit quicker at 3.38 seconds. Now as for attachments, to be honest, because the weapon is better for long range engagements rather than short or medium, which the Scout Elite is more capable of killing from, I'd probably opt for a longer range sight, but as far as optics go, it's your choice. Whichever you find the most comfortable to use. The straight pull bolt is a recommended attachment, just so you can stay scoped in whilst you get your next bullet ready to fire. This might be a better option for those long distance snipers, as it will keep your target in sight at all times, just in case they decide to do a runner. So just to summarise, the R700 LTR is a mid to long distance sniper that excels more at longer ranges. It's a law enforcement weapon for the professional, and it's better suited for taking out others from afar. It's a bit tricky to master down to that low bullet velocity, making your shots a little bit harder to pinpoint if your target is moving, with each bullet's travel time being a tad slower than some of the other snipers. Though the recoil and the fire rate are quite good, so it should be easy to get your next shot out to kill your wounded target. Unless you're practically standing right next to them, the gun should kill an enemy with full health in 2 shots, so in a lot of cases you're probably going to need to scope back in to deal some extra damage. The R700 might be a harder sniper rifle to deal with for taking out anyone running around in the distance, though when you do hit them, it makes the shot all the more satisfying, knowing that you had to plan where the bullet was going to land. The R700 has a faster RPM than its nemesis, the AWM, so when taking on other snipers, it should give you a fraction more time to line up your next shot, which could give you the slight advantage in a sniper battle. So that's basically the R700 LTR overall. I hope you enjoyed this weapon guide, and if you did, make sure you show it by hitting that like button. Check out loads of other weapon guides on Battlefield Hardline on my channel, and subscribe to stay updated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.